guys, welcome to Nordstrom Confessions Part 1. My name's Haley.
And I'm Samia.
And we recently went around the store and we talked to different employees in different departments to get their opinion on why they think Nordstrom doesn't have great retention.
Yeah, and we have them in the chart, so we're just going to pick them out.
Yep.
Just her. Alright. Doesn't feel rewarded for her efforts.
So Nordstrom does the Pace Setter and the All-Stars to recognize their employees, which is something really great that I think Nordstrom does. However, to have a little bit more consistent recognition, I think there should be more recognition within the departments themselves.
If the managers within the departments can arrange that, whether it's someone doing great sales or someone just showing a team effort, I think that would definitely help a person want to stay because they feel that recognition.
Yeah, some of the things you could do could be giving them an E-bar gift card, or maybe giving them a little extra discount on one item if they really surpassed their goals or really helped meet the department's volume.
Yeah, because who doesn't love an E-bar card, right, John?
Yeah. Some people would like a Saturday off maybe. So just maybe something small like that you could do to have your employees feel that their efforts are being recognized a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree. But again,
these are my confessions.
Part 2.
Alrighty.
So
let's do
should I
this.
pick this one?
Yeah. Whew, okay.
It's a long one.
This person said, would like to have more shadowing. If you go from full-time to part-time, they cut off your health benefits. Commission-only based salary discourages employees because there are dead zones in retail.
That is so true.
Where do we start? Okay.
Oh my god.
So, would like to have more shadowing. I agree.
I agree.
I think that training should be, since there's like 4 hours in one day, it's hard to retain that kind of information. So maybe doing an hour or two a day and then having like 3 or 4 hours of shadowing throughout maybe like 4 or 5 days. I think that would
space it out more.
Yeah.
I think you'd get more practice.
Exactly. Plus it's hard from going, like, yes, they do like the register training, but it's a lot harder to be in front of a customer for the first time, being like, oh crap,
Especially
what do I do?
Opening up cards and stuff like that, it gets really complicated.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I just get scared because I don't know completely how to do it, and I don't even want to ask the customer because I get scared that I don't know how.
And like, even though you learned it in training, and it can be like 2 weeks before you come across a situation, you completely forget. Like, I'm still learning. So shadowing is a good idea.
Definitely.
If you go from full-time to part-time, they cut off your health benefits. That sucks.
We should probably change that.
I know a lot of companies, if you've gotten benefits, even if you do have to go to part-time, they do keep it. That, I mean, you can't help, some people can't help having to cut back hours. It's kind of not fair to have to switch jobs completely just to get your benefits. If you put in the years and the time, that should just be something that, yeah, I just feel like that's,
yeah,
just not fair.
And the last one.
Commission-only base salary discourages employees because there are dead zones in retail. That's a loaded one.
It's difficult because
we understand that Nordstrom has done commission-based salaries
for years,
and they've still been very successful companies. So we're not saying that it doesn't work, but it is very discouraging. Things get complicated, competitiveness, it's all part of the job, which we understand, but
sometimes when you have to pay rent or you have life issues that come up,
the hard part about it is that it's not consistent.
Yeah, exactly. It's not consistent. So if I have rent to pay and I don't have enough money because I didn't sell enough because it's a dead time, it's kind of difficult. And it definitely steers me away from being on sales.
Yeah. So one good suggestion that we heard from some employees is a guy had worked for a different company and they had like a monthly base pay, and then they got the commission split among every employee based on how well
the store did.
Yeah. And that can be complicated too, or whatever, but at least people have something to fall back on. You know, a lot of these people, us included, put in the hours, and we want to do well and we want the store to do well, but
And I think
it gets hard.
the bonus incentive at the end of the month, it definitely still gives them a reason to sell. It doesn't take that away, but
it gives them a reason to stay.
Yeah, and it gives you consistency, which is what we're looking for.
Yep.
Cindy, based on your experience, what do you think would help retention?
Well, as an intern, based on my experience, I felt like the training was an issue for me. After our 4-hour POS training, I had to go onto the floor the same day and I had to close. I was so nervous. I didn't know what I was doing. I was running around like crazy trying to figure out what brands my department carried, like the etiquette of like the fitting rooms, like knowing people, putting employees' numbers in. I just felt like it was very overwhelming for a new hire. I think that training should be broken down into 3 to 4 days. That way that, the salesperson is more comfortable, and the more comfortable you are, the more confident you are on the floor, and that's how you get sales. Also with like opening accounts, I was so nervous. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't understand what we were offering to our customers, and that kind of just, like held me back from actually asking customers, hey, do you want to open an account with us? And I felt like once my department manager helped me, she explained things to me, she made things clear, it made me feel more comfortable to ask people. And also, I feel like being part of a good team also like helps you a lot. I feel like with the positive environment that my team provides for me, just makes me excited to go to work. And I feel like that's the best part of joining Nordstrom, is like the people that you work with. And I feel like if that's consistent, I feel like you're gonna succeed so far, and you don't.
After talking to all the employees from the different departments about retention, we decided that our main topic was going to be consistency, and consistency through communication throughout the departments in the store.
So what we're going to do is have managers fill out an employee evaluation for everyone on the sales floor, and have every salesperson fill out a manager evaluation for both department manager and assistant manager. Check out what we have. Each salesperson will do an anonymous manager review for both department manager and assistant manager. Each manager will do an employee review for every salesperson. Everything will then be turned in to HR for review and distributed back to the departments, unless there is something that needs to be brought to the store manager's attention, whether that's positive or negative. Then the managers and employees can review together to better enhance communication and consistency, and that can be done every other month or quarterly depending on the size of the department.